Good afternoon, everyone. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, I hope you all has a good condition because today we have to discuss about something that important to us as a customer service. Can you guess what topic that we will discuss about? Anybody know?
No?
The important thing that I want to convey is about communication. As a customer service, we must have a good communication skill. Why? Because later we will meet with the various customers directly. So, what is communication? Communication is how to convey information such as message, ideas, and so on from the one party to the other. As we do know, this is the example of communication. But remember, a customer service must pay attention to their attitude before speaking with the customers. Use good and right language to make the customer feel happy to be served by us. Customer service is listening to the needs and wants of customer and striving to meet his request in a polite and professional manner. Don't show your recent problem to the customers. Your emotion will disturb your concentration and service become diminished. It could be effect to your good communication. Communicate as natural as possible. Don't show excessive or contrived communication. Good customer service keeps customers coming back. Bad customer service keeps customers away. Please underline the sentences. The main task of a customer service is listen the problem of their customer, then understand it. After we get their problem, then give the solution of their problem. Like Stephen Covey says that the biggest communication problem is we do not listen to understand. We listen to reply. Then, how to communicate effectively with customers? The following are tips that I got from www.techrepublic.com that you can learn from it. The first tips is listen actively. When communicating with others, it's just as important that people be aware that you are listening as it is that you are actually listening. For that reason, be involved with and react to what the other person is saying, either via nod or an I see or a paraphrase of the other person's statements. You will strengthen your own understanding and make a better impression. The second is avoid negative questions. Asking a negative question creates confusion. It's clearer if you phrase the question positively. Example, do you have Word installed? Or ask an open-ended question. What application do you have installed? If you must use the negative, try a question such as, am I correct that you don't have Word installed? Be sensitive to difference in technical knowledge. Chances are your customer have less technical knowledge than you do. Be careful, therefore, when explaining things to them. If you use acronyms, be sure you identify what the acronym means. The same acronym can mean different things, even in an IT context. Be careful that you do not make two opposite mistakes. Keep your eyes on customer when you talk to them. And be alert to cues indicating that they don't understand. Ask them whether they understand what you are saying, if necessary. And then be careful of misinterpret word and phrase. Sometimes we say something with innocent intent, but the other person misinterprets. We mean to say one thing, but our pronunciation or inflection causes us to confuse something else. Be especially careful of word you. Overusing this word can make the person you are talking to feel defensive or threatened. Instead of saying, you need to speak louder, try saying, I'm having trouble hearing. Another issue involves the dual meaning of you. In general, think before you speak. I'm not saying you always have to be polite or diplomatic. However, you consider the alternative before speaking. The next is, remember that technical problems involve emotional reaction. When customers have a technical problem, keep in mind that they'll almost always have an emotional reaction as well. Thus, emotion can range from simple annoyance to outright panic, depending on the importance of the document and the time element involved. If all of you do is solve the technical problem and walk away, chances are the customer will still be upset. In this case, simply saying something like, I hate when that happened to me, can help the customer feel better about the situation and possibly feel more positive about you. The next is anticipate customer objection and question. In his book, The Art of War, the ancient Chinese author and strategist Sun Tzu said, if you know the enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Apply this principle when communicating with customers. In particular, try to anticipate the objection your customer will have to your message and address those objections. Tips that I mentioned earlier is very important for customer service in communicating with customers, because communicating is a way that we use to interact with customer. Before I close this presentation, I would like to extend a quote by Brian Tracy. Communication is a skill that you can learn. It's like riding a bicycle or typing. If you're willing to work at it, you can rapidly improve the quality of every part of your life. Thanks for your attention and keep your spirit.